Welcome back to the new module. We will be looking at the all-important pre-examination checks. The first day of examinations has finally arrived. We'll be looking at the Invigilator responsibilities on a normal or maybe not so normal exams day at a TVET college. It is 7:30 in the morning on exams day at our TVET campus. The students start to arrive at the campus. At this stage, all the exam venues are still locked. Between 7:45 and 8, will students go through their notes for a final time? The invigilators move to the exam venues to unlock and to complete the pre-examination checklist. It is now around 8 o'clock, and every invigilator must perform a pre-examination check to ensure that the venue is still ready for the examinations. Since the students must be seated 30 minutes before the start of the examination, you must ensure that these pre-checks are concluded before that, and the doors of the examination room are closed at 8:30. The checks must therefore be completed at least 45 minutes before the start of the examinations. In our sample case here, it means before 8:15. Where there is more than one invigilator at a venue, the tasks could be split between them. One invigilator could, for example, check the setup in the exams venue. Another invigilator could verify that the necessary notices are still posted outside the exams venue, as well as check inside the toilets close by that no resource materials are being hidden somewhere. When you check if the exam room is set up correctly, you must verify that the desks are numbered, still in the correct order, and still legible. At the same time, you should verify that the spaces between the tables are at least 1 meter. This is both from side to side as well as from seat to seat behind each other in the rows. Make sure that the clock is visible to all, that it is working properly and it is set correctly. Also verify that the correct center number appears on a writing board or large printout posted on a wall, and that it is clearly visible to all students. At the same time, also verify that the correct subject or subjects as well as the correct level appears on this board. The date as well as the correct starting time and finishing times must also be displayed on the board. The invigilator must make sure that the lights are working. Contact the Deputy Chief Invigilator immediately if there seems to be a problem. You should also make sure that there is adequate natural light. Draw the curtains to allow for more natural light if necessary. Make sure the correct seating plan is posted outside the entrance. It should be noted that no candidate writing the same instructional offering must be seated near each other. Ensure that you make a thorough inspection of the toilets nearby the exams venue to ensure that no support or reference materials are hidden inside the toilet rooms. It is necessary to stress this point since during the evaluation in 2015, Omalusi found that very few invigilators checked the available ablution facilities for any material that could have advantaged candidates unfairly. Take care to verify that you do have the correct question paper or question papers for that particular examination session. Also make sure that you do have the correct answer sheets for the question paper if they are provided separately from the question paper. Make sure that you do have the correct registers for the group that is writing in the venue. Make sure there is a register for invigilators to sign in and out at the distribution point. Do you have a hard copy available of the information to candidates to read out to the students before they start writing the examination? Make sure there is an invigilator's file in the examination room. You should contact the chief invigilator immediately if you experience any problems. Make sure that the venue is equipped with a two-way radio to call for assistance if needed. Test that the two-way radio is working. In several instances, the colleges do not have adequate provision for two-way radios. They are then mostly reliant on cellular contact to call for assistance. In such a case, make sure your cellular phone is working and that you do have the relevant contact numbers on your phone. If you have your cellular phone with you, ensure that it is switched onto silent. For the duration of the session, do not play with your phone and do not read or send messages. The students are not allowed to bring phones, hats, non-see-through pencil cases, bags, and notes into the exam venue. Make sure that provision is made in a corner of the venue for candidates to leave such items that they may have accidentally brought into the room. It could be a table or a chair placed in one corner where they can place these items. In some exams, there may be special requirements for that specific session that you should be aware of. Make sure that you determine if such special requirements or arrangements are relevant to the specific examination. One such special arrangement is that candidates may be allowed to use dictionaries during the exams. It is typically immigrant students that will be allowed to use dictionaries. Make sure that you have the approval for candidates in that specific group to use dictionaries. Some of the other special requirements that you will have to deal with could be a blind person, a person in a wheelchair, people with a hearing disability or a learning disability. Regulation 8 of the exams policy makes provision for the above-mentioned special situations, as well as the rules around open book exams. The open book examinations will be indicated as such in the question paper. If this is not done and a student maintains that it is an open book exam, do not just assume that it is an open book examination. It is the responsibility of the chief invigilator to verify with the DHET if such cases are being invigilated during an examination session and which books are allowed as reference materials.